My name is Izquierdo, and I work at the University of Burgos in Spain. I'm a professor there, and I teach subjects related to computer modeling, machine learning, economics, game theory, and I do research mainly on evolutionary game theory. There are these two communities, so economists and mainly economists and mathematicians who develop the theoretical parts of game theory, and other people who do computer modeling, and these come from very different backgrounds usually. I wanted this book to somehow show both communities that what the other community is doing is pretty useful for them as well. So I'm reasonably proficient with computer modeling. I've been doing that for 15 years or more now, so I feel comfortable programming and teaching how to program. I've done that a lot, and there is another co-author who happens to be my brother as well, who is very good with computer modeling and very good with theory as well. So he's much better than me mathematically, and we've been working for ages together. But we also wanted to involve a really good mathematician, someone who knew a lot about evolutionary game theory. We tried with the very best in our opinion, who is Bill Sandholm and works here. So we emailed him like 2 years ago or even 3 years ago, and we thought, yeah, we want to write this book. I mean, we don't know each other, but we think that might be interesting, and if you want to join, that would be great, because I mean, in our opinion, he's the best, and in many people's opinion. And so he said, yeah, let's see. You can come and see how it goes. And we came here, and it all worked really well. We got to know each other, and we work really well together. Creating an open educational textbook or resource takes a lot of work, and I was not aware before I started all this business that it takes so much work, and there are so many different aspects you have to take into account. So it's great to receive help from people who have been through that process before, or who are experts. They provide amazing inspiration, I think, for many of us. I mean, it's not only the actual help that you get from them, but just being in touch with them really motivates many of us. So you see people who are facing similar problems, who have to meet deadlines and they can't work on their book. That makes you feel you're not alone out there. They usually come up with ideas, or they've come up with ideas that are very useful for your own project. What I get out of these meetings especially is motivation and inspiration. I sometimes wake up and say, why am I doing this? Because this is not something I'm going to get prestige for. This is not something that is incentivized in any way at my home university and at many universities. I mean, usually we're asked to publish papers, but writing books is not something that people really think that valuable, the system, I mean. So at some points, yeah, you wonder, I mean, I'm devoting all these hours and days and weeks or even years to write this book, and it doesn't look like it will be acknowledged in anywhere or useful. So then it's when people like you guys come and say, no, this is the best thing we could do. I mean, we're making knowledge free, fully accessible, and even though we all know that, it's good to have someone who is always with the flag saying, no, this is the best thing we could be doing, and that's very motivating for us.